everyone. Uh, sige. We are now about to step onto the finals, and I'm going to discuss with you the topics for finals, and that is PHP. Okay, PHP hypertext preprocessor. Okay, so I'm going to discuss with you another set of extended programming language, which is the hypertext or PHP hypertext preprocessor, in which it is an extended programming language in web programming. So you were reminded for the past few weeks and for the past few months, and I also posted the tutorial video on how will you install the server, because our lesson this morning requires server, and there are several options that you can use as our server. We need to use SAMP, the SAMPP, or either the WAMP, the WAMPP. So I guessed and I assume that you have already installed your server, because PHP requires a server and it's hosting, because it will not run our program if we will not directly use the uh, the server. Okay, because we need to pass by with the server before it will run our program or our system that we are going to design, and it will actually display it on your screen. Okay, so let's begin. I will introduce first what is actually PHP and how important PHP is. What are the other requirements for PHP? What are the syntax rule for PHP? And then the structures of PHP, and then the file extensions that you need in order to run the PHP, and then where are we supposed to pass by in order to run the program on PHP. Okay, so let's begin. So our lesson is about PHP. PHP, or PHP colon hypertext preprocessor. Okay, what is PHP? PHP is an acronym for hypertext preprocessor. Okay, it is an open source scripting language. Okay, it is an open source scripting language, or we extend, or it is an extension of HTML, and this can also be embedded inside of the HTML. The scripts for PHP are executed on the server. That's why you need to download the server named SAMP or either WAMP. Okay, and then PHP is free to download and use. It is free, and it's easier for you to download. Now, PHP is popular and amazing language because PHP requires server SAMP, and then the SAMP server has actually built-in databasing. Okay, another one, it has also a system, or it has also a built-in system, which is WordPress, that allows you to create websites. Okay, now in the SAMP server, there is a WordPress that enables you to install. Okay, it has a built-in installer of the WordPress. Okay, the WordPress is simplified website builder because it allows you only to drag and drop, and then the database for WordPress are actually built in SAM. Okay, so what is amazing because it has its what is amazing is the PHP is can be run through local server, which is the SAMP and or the WAMP, and it has its built-in blogging system, which is the WordPress, and then the server also has a built-in database. Okay, database which is actually named my PHP admin. Okay, and then it is a diff enough to run large social network. Okay, it runs any social networks or any PHP program. Okay, and then what is a PHP file? Okay, PHP can contain text. Okay, that can be run through HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. Okay, so as you can remember, when we started web programming, we actually started with HTML when you were grade 11. That includes CSS. When you grade 12, we are now on Java. Okay, we are now on Java and PHP. So we actually ladderized the subject on web programming, divided it into your grade level. When you were grade 11, you learned HTML and CSS. When you will be grade 12, you learn JavaScript and now PHP programming. Okay? Now, so the PHP is can be contain or we can actually fuse all of them inside of the HTML or we can put them together to our HTML to make it more dynamic and appealing and interactive websites. Or in short, you can be able to create a system using this programming language. The PHP code, okay, the PHP code is executed on a server. Okay, there is a need of a server. It does not run to automatically browser. Okay, it will not run if you directly open it with the browser. It requires your server. That's why you are asked to install local server, which is named the ZAMP or the WAMP. Okay, and the server touches the browser. Okay, it actually returns the HTML to browser while the PHP runs in the local server. But in the local server, since HTML is built into PHP, once it runs the program or the system using the PHP, using the server, it actually touches the server or it touches actually the browser. Okay? Because uh, the process of running it is through a browser, but it requires server. Okay. Now, the file extension when we save the PHP file should always has its file extension of that PHP. Okay. So we are no longer be using the .html even if the structure is .html. When we save the file, we will run it with .php. Okay. We will run this one as .php. Okay. What can PHP do? Okay. PHP can generate dynamic page content. Okay, meaning interactive. It can open, it can read, it can write, it can delete, it can close on the server. Okay, and it can collect several datas because the server has a built-in data or databasing that allows you to save all the serve or all the datas in the server. Okay. PHP can also send and receive cookies that can be able to add, modify data in your database. Okay. And then at the same time, PHP can encrypt data. Pwede natin lagyan ng password. Okay. And then PHP is used to control user access. User access. Why PHP? Okay. So PHP can run in different platforms, whether you are using Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS X, and the rest of the others, PHP will run. And it is also compatible on all servers used, like Apache, 2S, and the rest. But we are using the Apache. Okay. We are using the Apache server. And then PHP supports a wide range of database. Ito yung my PHP. So it has a long it's a long range of database. You will learn databasing when you will be in on the second semester. You will be taught by Sir Conrad of using the database. Okay. So this time I will touch first PHP, and when you will be on the second semester this year, you will have the database that includes the object-oriented programming with databasing. Okay. Now PHP is free. You can download at php.net. But since we're not going to download PHP because we are going to put in PHP to our HTML document. Okay. Now PHP is simple. Okay, PHP is simple to learn because it has its structure. Okay, it has its rule, just the same with CSS, Java, and HTML. It has its rule, it has its sensitivity, but it matters only the way we embed the syntax of the PHP. Okay. What is the syntax of the PHP? Okay, this is now the script of the PHP. PHP can be placed anywhere in the document, kahit saan. Okay, you can place whether on the head tag or whether inside of the body tag. Okay, now the PHP are enclosed with angle bracket. Inside the opening, the opening script of the PHP starts with question mark and then small PHP, and then the rest are the PHP codes inside, and then you close it with question mark and angle bracket. So this is the syntax of the PHP. Okay, this is the syntax for PHP. You always to start with opening angle brackets, question mark, and PHP. And then you close it with question mark and angle brackets. Inside are the codes for PHP. Later on, I'm going to show it with you what are the scripts or the codes for PHP using the echo and prints. Echo and prints are the output that will display on your screen. But there are also differences between echo and print. Okay? Kung sa, kung sa JavaScript, we are using document.write. Dito sa PHP, it's no longer be document.write, but it's either echo or print. These are output scripts that will display or a commands that will display your content to your to your web. Okay. So, as I have said, the file extension for PHP is .php. And the file for PHP is normally contains with HTML tag. Okay? Contains with HTML tag and some of the scripting language. Okay? I have here the sample echo. Okay? We are going to use echo first. But before we are going to use the sample echo, I'm going to differentiate first the echo statement. Okay, the PHP echo and the print statement. These are the scripts that are used inside of the syntax of the PHP. Okay, there are two basic ways to get the output that will display your content on your web. It's either echo and print. Okay, echo and print. What's the difference between echo and print? The difference are very small. Okay, echo has no return value. Okay, echo, which means has no return value, meaning this can be used when you are using string characters. Okay, you can only use this string characters. But if you're going to use print, it returns the value of 1, in which print can be used for any mathematical expressions. Okay, print is can be used in any several mathematical expression, while echo has no return value. Take note of the difference. Echo can only be used in a string characters, meaning string content, while print can either be string or can either be an expression in mathematical expression. Okay, so for example, echo can make multiply parameters. Any text that you wanted to display on your web screen, you can use echo. But if you will use print, it can take one argument. Okay, usually the arguments either text or either numerical that requires a specific variables in order to create a mathematical expression. Print is capable of accepting it. Okay, but echo is marginally faster than print. Okay, mas mabilis si echo than print. Kasi si print, kailangan niya pang basahin, kailangan niya pang i-analyze ang variables at saka yung mathematical expressions that are used. And if the program or the system that has content using print, i-analyze niya pa muna. Instead with echo, dali niya lang basahin to display its output. Okay? Because it's purely text. Okay. Let's start it with this example. Okay. Gawa tayo ng sample. Kindly open your, now, before I will do that, okay, before I will do that, I will screen share with you the XAMPP. What will you do first is to open the XAMPP first. Okay. Okay. This is now the control panel of the XAMPP. Okay, when you install the SAMPP control panel version 3.3.0 or any version that allows you to install, since we are using the server Apache, you need to click start. Okay, you open it and then the MySQL, which means these are the database. Okay, so it opens the PIDs to 85.92 and 88.36. Okay, it depends on the server that you are using it inside of your computer or on your connectivity. So I'm going to use and open the database on my SQL, meaning to say the MySQL are the databasing. So you need to open the MySQL for the databases. For when you click start, now, so it is now ready. It is now ready uh, for the server. So after that, you go now to the where you go now to the Sublime Text. Okay. Now, but before you will create that one, okay, before you will create that one, this program or sample, okay, before than that, you go to the XAMPP folder. Okay, you go first to the XAMPP program folder. I'm going to show it with you. You go first to the SAMP folder. Okay, I will open it first. Okay, you go to where your SAMP folder is located. So I'm going to, okay, I'm going to show it with you. Okay, my SAMP installer folder is placed inside of the local C, or whether any place that your installer are placed. So this is now the SAMP folder, okay, or the SAMP folder installer. Okay, and some of the programs are instead inside of the SAMP folder. So when you install the SAMP, lalabas itong SAMP folder. Okay, because andito yung installer na. So after opening or after installing the SAMP, you will click the SAMP folder and go to htdocs. Focus on the htdocs only. When you open the htdocs, this is the folder where you are going to save all your file. Okay, this is how you're going to save your file using the PHP. So I have here the test PHP, index.php, and then nakasave siya doon sa htdocs. So I will call this test PHP. Tingnan natin si PHP, si index, at saka itong si dashboard. Tingnan muna natin when it runs to the browser. Okay. So I will close this one. I will open a browser. So I will open a browser and call the local server. So dito sa local server, I will type only I will call now the local hosting using the server. So I will call the local server a local host slash the dashboard. Okay. And then enter. So automatically, wrong spelling. Local host dashboard. Yan. Automatically, i-call out niya si SAMP. This is now the dashboard of the SAMP that includes Apache, MariaDB, PHP, and the Perl. When you open the local host in the dashboard of the XAMPP, you can see that you have different links here that allows you to install for WordPress, databasing, that allows you to install that are built into XAMPP. Okay? Okay, ito na yon. So, after you call out the dashboard, this time, I will show it to you the sample which was actually saved to run a program inside of the htdoc folder. Okay, I have here index.php. Okay, I have here a program, a simple and a basic program using the index.php. So how will I run this program as sample? How will I run this program as index.php? So I will go back to the browser. Okay, I will go back to the browser. I will delete the dashboard. Okay, I will delete the dashboard, but instead I will call the index.php and then enter. Automatically it opens to the dashboard. Okay, isang index kasi naka-built-in ang index. Ito siya, ang file name nito inside of the dashboard is an index.php. So, meron akong activity kanina na ginawa, just like this example, itong test.php to run a simple program on web. Itong test.php. Let's try this test.php now. When you install, before I will run this one, when you install, do not delete the dashboard. Okay, do not delete the dashboard and the index.php because the dashboard will help you if you wanted to, pagdating ng grade 12, second semester, if your teacher wants you to install the database using the PHP admin, madali na lang kayo mag-install kasi nga, meron na kayong dashboard, doon na kayo mag-install sa SAMP. Okay? So, I will try to test and run if the server is running using the test.php. Okay. I already made the sample test.php. So I will go to the server. Okay. I will go to the server and the browser. Okay. Instead of the dashboard, I will change to test.php. Okay. So once you enter the PHP, automatically it runs my first PHP web sample. Okay. It does not open to browser, but instead the we will call out a simple we will call out the browser using the server. Okay. So let's try to have an example. Okay. Let's use an echo. Okay. Let's use sample echo. Okay, let's use sample echo syntax. Let's try to use the sample echo. Open it with okay. Let's open Control N. Okay. Okay, wait lang ha. Ano nakita nyo sa aking screen? Hello? 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 Marinig ako? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Klaro?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's start with echo statement. Okay. Let's start it with echo statement. Let's move on to wait lang ha kasi setup ko pa. Anong nakita niyo sa screen ko?
Blank na sublime text.
Okay. So, let's move on to sublime text. Okay? So, lagay muna tayo ng okay. Lagay muna tayo ng structure ng HTML. Okay, mag-copy paste muna tayo ng structure ng HTML. Okay. Delete muna natin 'to. Yan. Okay, I will name the title to PHP. Okay. May nakita na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oops, there is something problem. Lagay muna tayo ng title. Yan. You have here PHP echo and the title. So PHP can be placed inside the body or whether it is on the head tag. Okay? So let's start it or let's place the echo parameter inside of the body. Okay? So let's start it with question mark, okay, and then PHP, and then close, and okay. You will see this is the angle brackets, PHP, and then closing question mark, and then PHP. Okay, this is the syntax. You need to start with question mark, PHP, and then ended up with question mark, angle bracket. Okay, let's start it with the echo. Okay, let's start it with echo. Echo is an output is an output that calls out to display your okay your text, okay, your string inside of the local server and on the browser. Okay, so let's use echo. Okay, and then gawa tayo ng HTML tag na h2. Okay, h2 PHP is fun. Okay, and then let's close it with h2, and then ended up with semicolon. Okay, so every string or every line parameters of an echo always ended up with ended up with semicolon. Okay, next let's call another echo. Okay, and then open. No, wala tayo, hindi tayo mag-embed ng tag, but instead we're going to use hello world. Okay, hello world. Tapos maglagay tayo ng BR. Okay? Ng BR. And then the semicolon. Okay? Next, maglagay na naman tayo ng echo. Maglagay tayo ng echo. Mali ang aking echo sa kabila. Echo. Echo. Okay? And next, I am about to learn PHP. Okay? And then maglagay tayo ng BR. And then close it with semicolon. Okay, next. Lagay tayo ng echo. This. Tapos, comma. String ito ha, comma. String. Okay, comma. Was. And then, comma. And then another string again with multiple parameters. Okay, with multiple parameters. Period and then semicolon. So if you're going to look at it on lines 11, there are multiple string parameters like this string was with multiple parameters are sample multiple parameter. Itong si echo sa line number 9, it has only one single parameter. Okay, single parameter siya na string na hello world. The same with number 10, line number 10, it has only uh, single string parameters. Echo is an instructions or it is a syntax that will use to call out the string to display it on our web screen. Okay, so let's save this one to htdocs. This one should be saved inside of the htdocs. Okay, I will click file, save as, Okay. I will go to local disk, see where the SAMP is located. Okay. I will open the SAMP folder and look for the htdocs. Okay. And then I will now type the file name echo1.php. Okay. So echo1.php. Once you click the save, automatically it is saved to htdocs folder. So how will you run this program? So let's go back to the local server. Okay, let's go now to the browser. Let's go now to the browser. Okay, type localhost. Okay, comma echo1.php. Okay, .php dot slash or slash, and then enter. Then automatically it runs your website or your web content. So we have here PHP is fun. Hello world. I am about to learn PHP. This string was with multiple parameter. So this is how it will run the sample PHP. Okay. Next, the difference between print and echo. Let's move to print. Okay. Let's move to print. Okay. Let's move to print. Okay. Same, the print statement can be used with or without parentheses. Pwede siyang gamitin as with or without parentheses. But since it is embedded inside of the HTML, the structure of print and echo is almost the same. Okay? It's almost the same. Now, if you're going to look at the syntax parameter of the print, almost the same structure for echo. Okay, so let's try to use example of this PHP print if print syntax will run as our PHP. Okay, sige. Let's try to go back to Notepad or the Sublime text. Okay, let's copy paste this one. Control C, Control N, Control V. Okay, this time let's change the echo to print. The same structure, we will now delete inside the parameter of the syntax using the PHP. But instead, kanina echo ang ginamit natin, let's use the print. Okay? Print, and then let's use the H2. Okay? PHP is fun. Okay? And then let's close it with H2. And the parameter of every line parameter of the print or echo should always end it up with semicolon. Okay, let's start it with print again. Enclose it with enclose it with the double quote. Let's try to use the hello world, and then let's put br or a space. Okay, and then outside the quote is a semicolon. Okay, next let's use print. Okay, print. I am about to learn PHP. Okay, and then let's put a semicolon and then save this one to htdocs again. Let's save this one to htdocs folder. I will go to my SAMP folder. Okay, I am now in the I will open the SAMP. I will open it, the htdocs. Nakita nyo yung htdocs. We have to save this one into our htdoc. Let's use the print.php. Print.php and then click save. And then let's go now to the local host it again. Let's try if the host will call out and display the, okay. So we'll call out the local host and then try to change this one into print.php and then enter. So it runs. PHP is fun. Hello world. And I'm about to learn PHP. Okay? Nag-run ang ating host local server. Okay, next. Let's move on to the next question first before I will move on.
None so far, sir.
Okay. Sige. Is it clear? Claro? Is it claro? Manisan, claro? Is Manisan around?
Yes, sir.
Si Marvin, claro? Okay. Marvin, where are you? Claro, Marvin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige. Next. Let's start it with, I move on to, okay. That's the difference between print and echo. Okay. Teka, saglit. Okay. So, that's it. That's the print. Now, let's move on to variables. Okay. Let's move on to variables. Let's try to use variables. Wait lang ha. Open muna ako ng, for a while lang ha. Mag-open muna ako ng another browser. Hold on for a while. I will open for another browser. Okay. Gawa tayo ng sample ng mathematical expression using variables. Okay, for a while ha, kasi I need to open another browser. Okay. Okay, can I continue now? Can I continue now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's move to variables. Let's move to variables. Variables, di ba you know how to declare variables in Java? Okay. To declare a variables in PHP is different. Okay. The declaration of variables is different to Java. Okay. When you declare variables using PHP, you need to declare variable symbol. And the symbol is the dollar sign. Okay? You need to declare a variable that contains dollar sign and the variable name. Okay? The variable name. Example. I will show it to you via, okay, okay. To declare variable, okay, for PHP, declaring variables. Okay, okay. To declare a PHP variables, wait lang ha. Ano nakita nyo sa screen?
Sublime.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Now, to declare a PHP variable, the variable should always has its dollar sign. Okay, dollar sign. Always remember that when you declare a variable on PHP should always has its dollar sign and the variable name. For example, x is equals to 5 semicolon, or variable y is equals to 6 semicolon, and then the variable y plus x is equals to 0, is equals to 0 semicolon. So, or either the variables such as variable text, okay, is equals to hello world. Okay, so when you declare a variable on PHP should always starts with the dollar sign and the variable name. Okay, did you get me? Okay, did you get me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so let's try to use this variable x and 5. Okay, the variable x, okay, the variable dollar sign x will hold the value of 5. And the variable y will hold also to the variable value of 6. Okay, did you get me? So let's try to have an example on how will you declare variables. Okay, so let's try to use, balik tayo sa, close ko muna ha. Okay, dito tayo sa, ay, hala. Okay, gawa muna tayo ng structure. Okay. Gawa muna tayo ng structure. I will now screen share. Okay, yan. Kita nyo? Okay. The variables, okay, take note that all variables are placed inside of the PHP parameter. Okay. All variables are placed inside of the PHP parameter. Okay. So I have here the structure. Okay, I have here the structure, and we will name it as to the variables. variables. So let's now declare variables. Example, dollar sign text is equals to 5. Yan. Next, dollar sign x is equals to, I'm sorry, text ang hinihingi natin dito. So let's use the, wait lang, hello world. Okay, hello world. And then up with semicolon. And then the variable value for x is 5, semicolon. And next is we are going to use another variable, dollar sign y is equals to 10.5. Next, let's call out all the variables. Okay, let's call out the variable. Okay, let's call out all the variables. We will use the echo. Okay, echo variable text. Okay, next, echo, lagay tayo ng PR. Okay, semicolon. Okay, semicolon. And then, echo, call out natin si variable x. Okay, variable x. And then, let's start it with echo. Call out natin si variable y. Yan. Okay? And then, anong lalabas dito? Anong lalabas na display output? Anyone? Hello? Anong output ang lalabas?
Hello world and 5 and 10.5.
Okay, let's try to save this one. Let's try to use this one. Okay? Tingnan natin kung tama ba si... Sino yun? Si Caceres.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige, try natin ha. Save natin lagyan natin sa htdocs. Ang file name niya ay variable.php. Okay, save muna natin. Let's go to SAMP. Okay, punta tayo sa SAMP. Let's go to htdocs. Our file name is variable.php. Okay, variable.php, save. And then, let's go now to the browser. Okay. Let's go now to the browser. No. Okay. Let's go now to the browser and let's call, yan. Tawagin natin si server, localhost, and then variable.php. Okay, enter. So, tama ang lumabas. Hello world 5 and 10.5. Okay? Okay, now, always remember that the variable starts with a dollar sign followed by the name of the variable. Okay? So, followed by the name of the variable, and then the variable name starts with a letter or underscore character. Okay, but always remember that when you declare a variable on PHP, should always starts with a dollar sign. Okay, dollar sign, and the variable name should starts with a letter. Okay, or an underscore character. And the variable on PHP should not start with a number. Hindi pwede mag-start ng number. Okay? The variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters such as dollar sign $A underscore Z, dollar sign underscore B, or dollar sign B underscore 9. It separates when there are two, when you are using alphanumeric characters, a combination of letters and number, and when you're going to separate it, for example, A and 9, you're going to separate it, you need to use the underscore or dollar sign A underscore 9. Okay, that's how you're going to declare for variable. Okay, okay, next, sample mathematical expression using variables. Okay, okay, I will close it now. Gawa tayo ng simplified mathematical expression that declares variable. Okay, let's go to ano nakita nyo on screen? Hello?
Sublime text.
Supply, sir.
Okay, sublime text pa rin. Okay, let's delete this file inside. We will change the title to variable, PHP variables, colon, mathematical expression. Okay, so let's declare a variable dollar sign the value of x, okay, is equals to 5. Okay, next, dollar sign y is equals to 4 semicolon. Okay, and then let's put an echo dollar sign x plus the variable y semicolon. What's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer for this expression? Hello? 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 Look at the expression. Are you with me? Hello?
Sir.
Hello? May estudyante pa ba ako dito? Nobody is answering me. Hello?
Yes, master.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Okay. On this expression declaring the variable xn plus y, what's the answer?
9, sir.
Ha? 9. Okay, let's try. Sige, save natin. Okay, save natin doon sa... Okay. Save natin doon sa htdocs. Wait lang. Okay, save natin doon sa htdocs. Ang file name niya ay variable1. Okay, variable1.php. Okay, variable1.php, and then let's see, let's open the server. Okay, let's open the server. Tingnan natin. Let's call out the variable one. So the correct answer is 9. Okay, the correct answer is 9. Hello? Questions? Questions?
None so far, sir.
Walang questions? Are you sure? Okay, walang questions?
Wala, sir.
Okay, now, the data types. Let's move on to data types. The data types for Java, almost the same data types in PHP. So, sample data types of the PHP are the following: the integers, the doubles or the float, the booleans, the string, the arrays, the objects. Almost the same with Java. Okay. So what are the string character or string data types is acceptable to PHP? Numbers or integers, float or doubles are acceptable in PHP. Okay? Sige, let's try to have this example, ha? Example of an exercises that I want you to solve problem on PHP. Okay, wait lang ha. Okay, wait lang. Okay, wait lang ha, loading pa. Mm, Okay. Sige. This sample problem is very simple. Okay. I will add it on to the PowerPoint. This is very simple. Wait lang ha, kanagahang. Ay, what's wrong with my presentation? Wait lang nga, kanaga not responding siya. Ayan. Oh my God, naga-crash exercise. Wait lang nga, naga-crash ang aking software. Uy, ano mang nangyari? Bakit siya naga-crash? Okay, wait lang ha. Type ko na lang naga-crash talaga siya. Okay, sige. File name. Okay, ang file name niya is exer1.php. File name exer1.php. Okay. Sige, let's try to solve this one. This is very simple. Let's try to solve this problem. Exer1. Okay. 3 minutes. Create an HTML form that accept the username and display the name of the name using the PHP. Save it to htdocs of your SAMP folder. Sige. 3 minutes or 5 minutes. The file name is exer1.php. Maraming absent ha. Nawala si Diacosta. Where is Diacosta? Mendak is not around. Anyora, Molina, and Bandojo. Attendance ako. Okay. John D? Is John D around?
Yes, sir.
Is John... Why are you late?
Try ko na mata, sir.
Di ba nagsabot na ta? Di ba nag-usap na tayo that once it is a Friday, your class is 8 o'clock? Mendak. Mendak. Mendak.
Yes, sir.
Why are you late?
Di ko gano, sir. Leave tapos kon, sir. Kay hinay kayo net, sir.
Ha?
Hinay kayo ano, sir. Connection, sir. Choppy kayo, sir. Choppy.
Asa day ka karon Mendak? Nasa bahay ka?
Wala, sir. Nasa, ano,
Asa
sir.
day
Nasa
ka?
pinsan.
Hmm?
Nasa pinsan, sir.
Ano naman ka sa imong pinsan, wala ka sa imong balay?
Nagatrabaho diri, sir.
Mhm. Si Anyora, asan si Anyora? Ito ba ito sa Facebook niya si Michi? Si Michi? Ito ba si Michi, si Anyora? Hello?
Dili, sir.
Ha?
Dili, sir. Si Michelle, sir.
Si Sino si Michi Manding? Ito ni sila Torgo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. O sa Facebook ni Anyora. O saan yung name ni Anyora sa ano?
Alma Anyora, sir.
Okay. Bakit hindi na pumapasok si Alma?
Hindi ko po alam yung reason niya, sir.
Pero sa ibang subjects nagapasok si Alma, hindi. Nagapasok ba si Alma in some other subjects?
Hindi ko po mapansin, sir. Pero parang po,
Kasi sa akin hindi na nagapasok si Alma. Pati si Alher Tani din. Michelle, friend ba kayo ni Alma?
Ana siya sa kuha sir kay nagabuhat daw siya sa ano research.
Ah? Nagabuhat sa research? Lahi man ni akong klase sa research. Kadagag oras, Monday to
Sa katong kuan sir
Thursday.
batong sa capstone. Maulo to yung
Monday,
ginabuhat, mao to ingon niya sa kuha.
Monday to Thursday, capstone, every week. Tapos hindi mag-attend sa aking klase. Michelle, kindly please call Anyora. Okay? Please tell Anyora to call me ASAP. Or if they cannot call me within the day, I will call the parents of Anyora. Okay?
Yes sir.
I will call the parents of Anyora, or either I will talk to the parent of Anyora this time. Okay, please tell her to PM me ASAP within the day. Okay? Kasi nga may schedule na ako for guidance conference dito with the parents. I have 2 in your classes that I already reported to the guidance for parents conferences. Kasi nag-uol na kumurag lisod na gyud tabangonon. Okay? two of your classmates madungagan na pud ni ron, please tell Anyora ha to call me ASAP today or else I will set a guidance parents conference with Anyora. Okay, done? Done?
Not yet pa po, sir.
Ah, sige, another 2 minutes. Hold on for a while, I'll just drink water. Okay, when you save this file, this exercise file, create sa htdocs ha, sa htdocs. Okay, this is the sample. Okay, I will show it to you, the sample output, for you to be guided. Okay, this is the sample output. I will show it to you. Okay, this is the sample output. Please input your name. Okay, input your name, for example, Christian. When you submit the name, this name is automatically save it to the server. So once you call the submit name, ilalabas niya dito yung hello Christian. For example, Hazy. And when you click submit, it display hello Hazy. For example, another one is Jandy. Okay. Yan. Hello, Jandy. So what's the code? Okay. What's the code? I will show you what is the code. Let's try to look at the code. Kindly screenshot ha. Yan. That's the code. Okay. Tatanggalin ko to sa meta kasi does not requires it. Okay. Pwede wala na yan. Okay. So naglagay ako ng form. Okay. The method of the form is posts kasi naglagay ako ng text box. Tapos naglagay ako ng H2 for the text. Please input your name. Tapos naglagay ako ng text box na input type text name. Tapos naglagay ako ng input type submit for the submit query button. Ang value ng input type is submit name. Tapos nag-close ako ng form. Okay? Tapos I declare a variable name. Ito, these are only comments ha. Nilagyan ko siya ng comments kasi nga para alam ko, okay, this is a single line comment. A single line comments for me to be guided on what's next or ano ang ginawa ko. Okay, so ang ginawa ko is to retrieve name from query string and store to local variable. Okay, what is the local variable ang ginawa ko? Okay, ito yung local variable. $sign name is equals to $_ post name. Okay, name. Kasi I will post name and there are no specific names declared. Okay, unknown name. It depends on the user's input name. So, naglagay ako ng variable is equals _ post and then name. Okay, so naglagay ako ng print na echo h3 na hello. Tapos, i-null out ko ng variable name na h3 and then that's how it will look like. Control S. Okay. Paki-screenshot. Okay, it's already time. Okay, paki-screenshot and you study all the codes that were given. Questions? Hello?
None po, sir.
Okay. Na-screenshots ang sample code?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Sa bagay naka-record man ito, you can actually go back to its recording. Okay? Sige, I will now stop recording.